Hello and welcome to our place in Sicily, where I'm back at the Palazzo in Milo of my friends, the Kings. And we're going to take you around. We're still not finished, but a lot has been done. They've done a ton of finishing work, and there's some really fun stuff to see. And you'll be mostly caught up until we get to the end, where we'll come back again. Let's check it out. We're back, Lisa.
Hi.
So those of you who've watched before, Lisa's going to give us an update on the new things that happened. We're still not fully done, which was expected, right?
Yeah.
So we're on the back terrace. Can you fill us in on what's new here?
Well, we call this the garden level terrace. And so since we filmed last, this banquette was built. This gorgeous spiral staircase was put in to go up to the roof terrace, and this amazing, spectacular lava table that was designed by none other than Abby Mason.
One of my favorite two children.
Was brought in by crane because it weighs probably 2,000 pounds by 4 descendants of Roman gladiators in a crane brought this in. And and we've been actually living in the house for the last week.
Woohoo!
Which is a big milestone. Additionally, the summer kitchen was built.
Nice.
And the countertops are in. And this tile that we selected on our last visit was installed.
I love how you broke it up into sort of like almost like a rug in the center of this.
Well, we had the initial concept was there would be a rug here for the table and a separate rug here for the banquette area.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some argument and discussion about which way the table would be oriented. And so basically the architect came up with this design so that we could move the table. Now, the idea of moving the table was considered possible until we saw before-mentioned descendants of Roman gladiators in a crane bring this in. This table is not moving again, and we joke if there's a big volcanic eruption, since this is also lava, I'm going to surf this down via Etnea.
I think that's great.
Yeah. So, or, we could also hide under it or for whatever.
And can you tell us about this beautiful green bottle? Because you have an interesting plan for this.
Yes. Well, this is a demijohn that we found in the old bakery in the ground floor of our house. The family owned vineyards and made wine for their own personal consumption, which is really common in this area. And so a good friend of mine suggested to me that the way to clean it was to put volcanic ash in it and shake it back and forth. So this is just one 5-minute attempt to clean this out. This was really, really dirty inside and out. But the plan is that as we drink wine, instead of a guest book, people can sign their corks and drop them in the bottle. And we'll eventually fill up the bottle.
So you can't leave until you've had your own bottle of wine here.
That's right.
That you can do it.
That's right.
Excellent. So Lisa, tell us a little more about the banquette. There's lots of little different parts of this.
Well, we thought it was really important that we have really comfortable seating here, but we wanted something that wasn't too precious, right? So the idea of having something built in, we thought was going to be a lot easier maintenance. And these cushions are actually IKEA. There is an IKEA in Catania, which is about 45 minutes away. We wanted something that wasn't too precious, that if it gets beat up, we can replace. So when it was time to actually design this for the installers, the architect literally went down into the basement where we were storing these, brought one up, and that's how they designed. So we have seating for 12 here, which is really lovely. And then integrated planter boxes. Right. And this is also will serve for drainage. So, this was a really practical solution to where's all this water going to go that's going to come off the roof. Mm-hmm. And then some of this has built-in back supports. Nice. And then eventually, probably in the next couple of months, there's a metal pergola is going to go over this entire terrace.
Nice.
And grapevines are going to be planted there to grow up and over. And additionally, we're going to have canvas pieces that we can move and arrange to shade wherever we need shade or wherever we'd like sun.
Great. Excellent. All right, where are we now? We haven't been here before.
We have not. The last time we taped, the spiral staircase had not yet been built. So you could only come up here via scaffolding or a ladder. So this is the roof terrace. This is the roof of the 1970s addition to this building. This has never been used as a formal terrace. The family told me they used to put a ladder up here and come up here, watch eruptions, but never used it as formal space. So we're thrilled at this addition, an addition of square footage to this house. So the tile scenario was one of the things when we started looking at this house, I checked it out on Google Earth. And so somehow we came up with the idea that we wanted this to be really apparent on Google Earth. So we figured that black and white in a bigger pattern, and also something that is kind of reminiscent of the pavers and piazzas here, like the piazza in Taormina has a kind of not quite black and white, but a kind of a graphical feel. The small piazza that's a block from here has a big concentric shape, and we wanted to try to echo that. So this terrace seemed really, really big to us when we first came up here, and this way it kind of breaks it into zones. So the idea is that this will be a place you'll come to enjoy sunrises, sunsets, and evenings, because right now it's a late fall and it's an overcast day, so it's very pleasant out here. When the sun's shining, it's really, really warm up here. So we are thinking that this is a place for people to have aperitivo and also probably in summertime, late night parties. So we plan to have a table and chairs, a seating area, and probably 2 loungers here for people who just want to get sun. And ultimately, we'd like to put a small kiosk here to store like cushions, but also to serve as a bar. So this is a salone. And so when we were here last, while we had some of the basic shapes of what will become this shelving, the marble was not yet installed. The terrazzo, custom terrazzo had not yet been poured. And obviously there wasn't any furniture in here. So most of the furniture in here was either in the house when we bought it, and some of it was actually a gift from the family later after we bought it, where they found the furniture that matched what was here. We've had it refinished. For example, this dining table, and please excuse our unpacking because we just moved in mess, but this table was kind of a medium wood tone, and we had it painted black and restored the marble top, which had yellowed. These chairs we're having recovered. We brought fabric from the States. They're at a local upholsterer right now. This table was probably from the 70s, actually. We really liked it. We just wanted to punch up the drama with it and punch up the color. Today, a glass vendor came to measure these shelves. So we're going to have glass here and display a lot of items here. Really proud we have internet here now at the house. Has made this whole trip a lot more fun because we're not fighting for that while we're working. These chandeliers are from a Rigateri shop. Rigateri's secondhand dealers, antique dealers here in Sicily. We love, I'm part of a pack of women who love haunting those shops and looking for pieces. I actually started following their Facebook and Instagram accounts and saw these online, purchased these when I was still in the States, and they held them for me until this trip. And then my friend and I went and picked them up, and the electrician installed them. And they're missing a few crystals, needed a good little scrub, but otherwise we're just fine and really perfect for the space. Finding a pair was hard. This table is, we say, the table that started it all. We call it the Naked Lady table. This is probably our second antique purchase in Sicily. Bought it probably 18 months ago. It's been stored here at the house ever since, waiting to come upstairs. So it's an alabaster top. You can see it's this beautiful green and rust and rosé color, and then a brass base featuring naked lady legs. So we're really thrilled with that. These are just chairs that are going to live outside once we get our chairs back from the upholsterer. The family gifted 2 chairs that match the suite that we're having upholstered right now after a trip to the Mood Fabric of Sicily, about 40 minutes from here. So we're really thrilled with how this is coming along, and by the time you see it next, it will be all done.
All right, tell us about the updates on the kitchen.
So since we talked last with the kitchen, marble countertops are in. And sink is in, faucet is not in. Faucet came in the wrong color. And then we realized how vast the sink was. We decided we wanted one with a spray that like could pull out to clean out. But we're really thrilled. This is also new, is we have a built-in drain board that we asked for in the countertop, which is really, really nice. So the biggest update has been this cabinet. So this cabinet was original to the house in the kitchen. The kitchen was 1/3 to 1/2 smaller than this because we took out a wall that was right about here. So I don't know how Nonna Rosina managed, because also what was still coming is a big kitchen table that is original to the house that we're going to have raised. So it's going to function like a kitchen island. It'll be right here under these lights that are new. Amazon from the US, brought in our suitcase. But back to this cabinet, we had it restored. We are thrilled with it. We did not remember how very large it is. And just to give you a guide, I am almost 6 feet tall. And Nonna Rosina was probably this tall. So I don't know how that happened, but they just did beautiful work. The carving on this is just amazing. The detail on the hardware, all these shapes is just lovely. And we're just thrilled that we can make it functional. We had planned that this is going to be our coffee station. So this is a Faber, which is from Naples that our good friend Jen had shipped to her house for us. So we'd have it when we got here, and our coffee machine, and we have our cute little espresso cup stack that goes here. And we planned the electrical to serve this area. So we're really thrilled with how this came out. Behind you, where we are recycling right now, this will be a built-in banquette here. So seating, and we're going to have a small round table here. This will be like a breakfast nook. So the ceiling is still a work in progress. I think this week the beams are going to be installed. I was hoping that would be done so that you guys could capture it in this video, but to not. So the refrigerator, Smeg refrigerator, is coming October 31st. It will go right there. Stove will go right here. The gas service, you can see the gas line here, but the gas tank is actually out in the summer kitchen. So efficient use of space. So this is going to be wood shelving inserted in these areas. We decided to go with these IKEA carts in these areas, but there will be curtains on all of these openings. So this will all be covered. And there will be, there's going to be a late add addition of another kind of like built in like this, but taller. That will be, probably that's where the vacuum will go. And there's kind of another one back in the other corner that's a utility closet. And there will be open wood shelving here. And then there will be a wood countertop there. So that's still coming.
All right, tell us about this gorgeous room.
So this is kind of the primary bathroom. This was a hallway in the original house. And this 1880s Carrara marble sink was one of the first pieces we bought at a secondhand dealer that we had installed. These legs are going to get painted white. We're really thrilled with how it came out. And excuse our washing items, we do not have a kitchen faucet. So this is where we are washing our dishes while we are glamping on this day to Sicily. So Obviously, the tub is kind of the showpiece of the bathroom. It is not. It's reproduction. It's not. It's not original. I looked for a vintage tub and couldn't find the right size to fit this very particular space. However, this light fixture is vintage. We love it being in here over the tub. And so this is kind of like a wet room. There's a drain for the shower right here. The shower isn't hooked up quite yet. We're going to add 2 courses of these decos to here to give this, greater sense of presence. And we're going to do a ceiling level curtain rod, shower curtain rod, double that will kind of frame this light in this tub when you walk in. So we're really thrilled with how this came together. We were really kind of nervous because we bought these pieces over time and weren't really sure how they were going to work together. Still wrapped up here is the fragile mirror, Murano mirror, but just to give you an idea of how intricate the edge is. And there's going to be LEDs behind this, so it's really going to light up this edge. It's going to really be beautiful over the sink. The door to this room is going to be a metal door with obscure glass, another late add. But we're just thrilled with how this bathroom came together.
All right, show me this lovely room.
So this was an original bedroom as the way the house was configured. This is the only kind of original bedroom, even though it was an addition done in the 70s. So what we've changed is this was a window, not a balcony. And so this is going to be a Juliet, so that when you open it, the guardrail will be right there. You won't be able to actually step out. But you have lovely views of the sea and Taormina and the mainland from here, which you're going to be able to see from bed, which is really nice. And the beautiful vineyard across the street. This dresser is original to the house. We had it restored. You may notice that one of the glass pieces on the side is kind of rose and one is green. Then when they restored it, they swapped. We have 2 of these. There's supposed to be 2 green in one and 2 rose in the other. And so we had a little mistake here. That's going to get swapped back. But we're really thrilled with how these came back, and then we were able to reuse them in the house. So this chandelier is one that my mom bought in the Far East, probably in the 70s or 80s, that we hand carried to Sicily and had the little tiny one-man hardware store up the street restore for us and rewire. He did a really lovely job. And then we have a absolutely stunning headboard to go on this bed. It's still downstairs. We're still trying to figure out how to attach it to kind of a modern bed frame. But this room is going to be really, really comfortable. It does have its own heating and cooling system that you can control from this suite. So it'll be very, very comfortable in here.
Another bedroom.
Another bedroom. So this, in the original configuration of the house, this was actually one end of the salon and a very strange tiny storage room, which we weren't sure what its purpose was, where this window was. So our architect suggested changing the salone to a east-west orientation, so this became a bedroom. So this light fixture is vintage. It was in really bad shape in a pile of light fixtures in the corner of an old rigateri shop, and we took it and had it restored. We really love these 1920s Liberté, the ginkgo leaf motif and the kind of the Grecian lady, and the green glass is gorgeous. Behind you is one of the other 2 original dressers to the house, which we've had restored. Same thing with the weird green and rose glass kind of in each, need to be switched. Really thrilled with it, how it came out. And then behind you are the balcony, one of the 2 original balconies for the house. These are original doors that we had restored. So here's the balcony. So this is really, really lovely. Again, beautiful view of Taormina and the sea and the mainland. Then this little window, which was in the little weird, strange storage room, which served no purpose. This, we actually have a piece of marble. It's cut. It's not yet installed. This is going to go from here to here, and this will be a remote work desk, and as it turns out, really great for a makeup station. So we'll have a bar stool here so that we can work from home. right here and look at this amazing view. So if you follow me back here, this is the closet dressing room area, still a work in progress. We're going to have shelving built in here. Heat and air systems in, yet not yet totally installed and turned on. The bathroom sink area, still again a work in progress. Skylight, which we really, really love, and the integrated LED lights, which is really nice at night. The shower room, same tile as in the other bathroom. Really, really enjoy it. These two walls that are blue, there will actually be full-length mirrors installed there. So really thrilled with how this bedroom came together.
Well, there you have it. Another tour of the King's Palazzo in Milo and all the fantastic renovation they've done. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll bring you back here when everything is all done. So stay tuned.